at Day of Russia 2009. I'm Roger von Honbeer. I'm here with Dmitry Gornostaev, the head of one of the leading news agencies in the world, RIA Novosti, and he is the station chief here in New York. Dmitry, Day of Russia 2009, a unique event, an attempt to suppress the political element of discord and identify those areas where Russians and Americans can find common interests. Your view as one of the leading Russian journalists in North America.
Thank you for your kind words. There are a lot of fields of common interests in which we can pursue the common goals. The common goals are very visible. It is the political stability in the world, and Russia and the United States are two big powers which can contribute to the political stability in the world, fighting terrorism, finding common grounds in resolving political crisis in the world. Now we see very high tensions around the North Korea, and Russians and Americans are working closely in the United Nations to find a common solution for ending this crisis. Russia and America has a lot in common. They have a great history of a relationship which contributed a lot to the fighting common enemy during the World War II. And our generations, present generations, can do a lot and should do a lot to much more safer sorry. The United States and Russia can do a lot to much safer world because many depends on these two countries. These two countries obtain large nuclear arsenals, and cutting these arsenals which contribute a lot to more safer world, and this will be a good example for other countries which have an intention or could have the intention to proliferate to be much more peaceful and to perform the behavior which will create much safer, much good world.
Certainly as journalists, we're like scientists. We tend to be skeptics. We hear many words from diplomats, many words from businessmen and political leaders, and sometimes insufficient action. Certainly an event like this emphasizes the rhetoric, the understanding, but the substance has to come. One of the emphases of Day of Russia is to bring different industry sectors together so that not political leaders only, but also leaders of industry and finance, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, energy, come together, get to know each other, find common ground, and sow the seeds of deals. As the Russian press, how do you see this type of a movement potentially aiding the average Russian, the average small business in Russia or in America, to finally develop a functional basis where they can massively expand trade and cooperation without needing the governments?
I think that this event is a unique venue to bring together the small businesses from to our countries. This is the type of the event when business people from Russia and business people from the United States can come together, can meet, can discuss the problems which they face, especially during this very difficult times of the world financial crisis. People come together and find a common ground for doing business together, because when they sit apart, divided by the ocean, knowing merely nothing about themselves, knowing merely nothing about their counterparts, their potential counterparts from different parts of the world. Here, the organizers of this event, they try to bring together businessmen from Russia and businessmen from the United States. They find the common ground. They can initiate new contracts. They can initiate new relationship. The relationship they can't even imagine before they come here. And I think that it is a really unique opportunity for the businesses.
As leading international journalists, we've both appeared on international TV numerous times on various complex issues. You address directly an international audience of native Russian speakers from not only Russia, but Central Asia, Ukraine, and your native Russian audience at home in Russia. This is as opposed to the local Russian media, which services the audience here in the United States, the immigrant audience. How is your message or your area of focus different for your audience? What do people in Russia want to know about this event? What are they interested in as compared to what the local media covers? What's the slant you take on this story?
First of all, I would like to say that we do not oppose the local media. We just have two different, not maybe different, but two audience which have
Two different audiences.
two different audience, but they have something in common because they are Russian speaking and they are their roots are from Russia. And I think that what is important in this event is that we bring the understanding of Russia to the American audience. This is the most important thing that I think that organizers of this event want to deliver as a message to the American audience. And the message to the Russian audience from this event, I think it is the same, but from the opposite point of view.
So when you write this story and it goes on the wires, what's the Russian audience going to hear?
It will hear that here is a very good place to come together, to sit together, and to discuss things that that matter for both American and Russian audience, for both Russians and Americans.